Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I know, I've been late, guys. I was supposed to be there since 9:30, but I'm here now at 10:30. That is very unprofessional of me, but bear with me, guys. If I really want to do this with so I can make more money, I really need to do like early stream as I'm realizing. But man, I can seem to like get this shit right, man, about doing stream early. Cause like when I'm doing like 10, that's the time most people are going to bed. Um, and most people are already like sleeping. Like, but if you do stuff around like 7, 8, like most streamer does, you know what I mean, you more likely will get people come and watch you. But when you're doing stuff like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I know I get it. People get tired, people are going to bed, they're not gonna want to watch that late. But as you can see in the title, man, as you can see in the title, um, it looked like thing is going crazy between Cardi B and JT, and we're gonna show you where we get that. You know, like Cardi B just dropped a album. Matter of fact, it's supposed to sell 200K, and it's 200K. And let me show you from DJ Academy. We're gonna show you. Because I got most of my news from DJ Academy, right? Um, According to AC, I thought I saw that earlier. What's it? What's the other one? The Academy? Yeah, the Academy TV. Something went left. Now it's private. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me look at something. There is no palace. Unless he remove it. I think he removed it. Oh, okay, there you go. Uh, he said the new Cardi B Arrive album is projected to sell and pays to sell 150. I think he changed it because at first he said on 2,000, 200,000. Now he changed it to 150,000. So that's why I was like looking for it because I think he had a different post and I think he changed that, but still that's a lot of sales for Cardi B. Um, so well, besides that happened, so we all know about um, the whole beef with Academy and JT doing that new song. Where's that new song at? Um, in that new song, let me see. In that album where I cannot play because she took shot at, you know what I mean? And I guess JT officially respond to JT kind of respond to it, and sorry, I'm all over the place with this with those. I don't know. I cannot see the audio. Okay.
Chris, quit the victim shit. Quit the victim shit, Chris. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Yes, you are.
After JT post something about with receipt, and also we will like after JT say his baby daddy, I guess a gay guy say he has slept with Stefan Digg. Then Cardi B post like Cardi B post about situation where I guess us little Uzi Vert asked her to like um to have abortion multiple times, and I guess she dropped the baby multiple times for because there was a little he didn't feel like he's ready, and that sucks on that because I'm sure she had her own career. I think she's close to 30 now, and for Julio Uzi Vert asked her to get rid of so many child. That's how old is JT rapper? Wow, she's 32 years old and she have no kids. How old is little Uzi Vert? 31. Man, bro, that sucks. If you been dating somebody for that long and asking you to get rid of baby, bro, that is wild, bro. That is wild. But I digress, man. I don't know. I think she's trying to wait for a little grown out of it, but I think she should just, she's a beautiful lady. She just walk away from that shit, bro. Go get to a man that want kids. Look at what's her name? Carisha. She's rich. She should have a child. She enjoy her two kids. I don't know. Okay, I guess that's a good thing. It's supposed to be two. I don't know why it's only showing one. I guess um, Clarissa Shield is celebrate that 1 year anniversary with Papoose. They look cute together. I like her. She really like him. I guess it's kind of like that in the early stage of relationship. but she doesn't have kids. He has kids, so I don't know. You can clearly see he's trying to kiss her, and I don't think she's never been with a guy that love her that much. But who knows? Mm, recently, let's in a word of politics. This lady talking about Jasmine Crockett. She said a bunch of horrible shit.
But one of the things I do want to point out that's not been laid out that honestly hurts my heart is when I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians. For the most part, the only
I always find it surprising how black people surprised about white people. Somebody posed this about make a statue that in Trump mad of Trump with Epstein next to the White House. I'm sure he's gonna have somebody remove it, but I don't know if he can force it. But like, yeah, they're really not giving up the Epstein stuff. Trump even wrote a note in reaction to the Trump statue. There's that in the third liberty, freedom of speech. There's that in the third. Yeah. Hmm. Check what Trump said to the bunch of white people at the countrymen disrespect people from different country. No, that wasn't this one. I think it was doing union, bro. This guy, I don't know what he was talking about doing United Nation. Well, a lot of people come forward for um come forward for a Palestinian country, and but Trump like no Palestinian country.
His was someone I felt safe with. But that was it. Yeah. And I'm so grateful for him. Literally, at that time, he was a great friend. So,
how did Amarian find out?
I think publicly, maybe not. Let me think before I speak.
Try to create a better life.
To
You know what I'm realizing, bro? A lot of people from the from 50 Cent show, not all of them. A lot of them are not getting career outside the TV show. 50 Cent career for them. Like it used to be like that for Tyler Perry show, but now lately a lot of them able to transition to different shows. But it seemed like, for example, Tariq, I know he used to act before the thing, but like lately he haven't been able to transfer from other TV shows. The same even for the white guys. They used to acting before that, but since they've been acting for you know what I mean, for 50 Cent, a lot of them cannot able to do other shows. I don't know because the show are so popular, but That's not good, bro. You should be able to transition, and that's why it's good to be a producer and to be a writer, where you can create your own shit and not just, you know what I mean, not just waiting for people to get you when the next job will come in. So you can just create your own job, especially now with streaming platform, with all the other different black streaming platform um, like you know what I mean, you can create this platform and just put them in this platform and they'll pay you for that. And eventually other people, you're able to diverse your acting based on what you can create it.
And let's run. Run, 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 run. Nice
Oh my God. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy.
Okay, we cannot hold for too long.
Let's go.
Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Damn. Those kids are ruthless at NBA Youngboy show. Okay, okay. I'm ready to hear that. I cannot play that on YouTube, but I'm ready for that. Coilaway and NBA and G Herbo. I think that's a good combination, good collab. Okay, let's reflect on get your ass out of here. But this guy literally did it. I had one episode, bruh. Okay, break the list. Okay, this guy definitely gonna go to jail. NBA boy mama. See, I like this platform because it's, I guess they invest more. It's not glitching when I'm running through the other stuff versus when when I'm using Restream. It be it be stuck sometime. Come on, Restream. Invest more money into your platform, man. ASAP Rocky criticized Drake for using UMG over his beef with Kendrick. I hate their way he turning out with the Drake suit. What type of shit is that? Uh, 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 I guess. I guess. Oh yeah, Carisha wrote a letter to the judge, and for us ahead of his October 3rd sentencing. That's like almost a week. Let me see, how many weeks from now? A week from now? 2 weeks from now? Damn, that's next week. That's next week. Next week Thursday. Damn. I guess we're gonna have a live stream, guys. Next week Thursday, we're gonna have a live stream about Didi. What's going on? We'll definitely talk about it. Definitely gotta talk about it. Okay. Mm. Man, right during this time, you're gonna raise your price. Man, more people are gonna cut the Disney platform. I swear. But that baby is expensive as fuck. I swear it should be expensive as fuck, man. Golly. You think people got money to waste like that? For real, for real. Hmm. Damn.
you separated from a cheater to go to somebody else? Because I was tired of that relationship. It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of the shit. Y'all don't know most of the shit. It's more than just cheating. It was a lot. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go to a hospital because I couldn't take it no more. A hospital. You have managers when you have a management and you have a label. When your management and your label is getting together because they are concerned, it's time to go. When it's affecting your work, when you can't even record, it's time to go. And I left. God damn. I don't know. I just feel like I've been so happy for this pregnancy, and I've been so motivated. I've been pregnant, and I've been motivated, and I've been getting the work because every single day. Why are you separated from a cheater to go to somebody else? Because I was tired of that relationship. It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of the shit. Y'all don't know most of the shit. It's more.
I guess okay. If you say so, I get it. If you end up in the hospital, you know what I mean. That's when you gotta like put a pause on this shit, man. Cause your left health is more important. You got kids to look after. You don't know those children by themselves. Now I'm sure your granny gonna help, but the kid then born to be good raised by granny and shit like that. But let's see what is going on in the social media world. Now, let me remove screen. We share YouTube, MSNBC.
We always like to warn you when there's a video like that.
Я демократ до мозга.
Assalamu alaikum. Are you thinking about starting a restaurant business? Well, don't. Starting a restaurant business, it's a terrible idea.
Even by the already impossibly degraded standards. The last 48 hours of Donald Trump's pronouncements have been disturbing and dangerous. It started yesterday during a bizarre address about autism, Tylenol, and vaccines.
Effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of well, let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol during pregnancy, can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. We want no mercury in the vaccine. We want no aluminum in the vaccine. The MMR, I think, should be taken separately. This is based on what I feel the mumps, measles, and all the three should be taken separately. Don't let them pump your baby up with the largest pile of stuff you've ever seen in your life going into the delicate little body of a baby.
This was all nonsense, and that's the most charitable word I could use. I mean, vaccines do not cause autism. This has been established at peer review after peer review after peer review over decades. It's been studied. There is no established link between Tylenol and autism either, certainly not the very elevated risk he talked about. But Trump didn't stop there. He absolutely flew off the rails during his speech at the UN today. Admittedly, the day got off to a bad start.
The President and the First Lady, Dana, have just walked in right on time, I would say. Right on cue.
Yeah, they're a couple of minutes ahead of schedule, and, you know, we love that punctuality.
Yes.
And the First Lady also going to address the UN as well as she arrives with her husband, and they go up the escalator this time.
I heard a few questions being shouted there, but no responses. Stand by. I don't know if there's audio on that or not.
Chuck Schumer.
Okay, I heard the end. That was Chuck Schumer, and there's a reason for that.
Slight escalator mishap. For what it's worth, the UN official told the AP that Trump's own party was responsible for escalator gate. That did not stop the president from
being critical, but some of the things that we have to give him credit for. And it kind of panned out, obviously, with the release of the 17, there was that cycle. Now, is it a super cycle, like i.e. the iPhone 6, when it was just revolutionary and it's like, oh, there's nobody? I don't know, because this is an issue when you have a great product, you keep that great product. They said, and these are the numbers, they said that hundreds of millions of iPhones hadn't been upgraded for 3 to 4 years, right? That number, it was the equivalent of 315 million users. So 315 iPhone owners hadn't upgraded in 3 to 4 years. So that's a large base of the customers. In addition to that, they were saying that the increase, the demand for the 17 was up 10 to 15% ahead of the 16. So those are good things, right? Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't like it, and this is the key, because I don't have a phone that can take advantage of that iOS system. Gotcha. Okay. See what I'm saying? So like I have I think this is the 12 or 13. In order to fully have the Apple Intelligence and to really maximize the new iOS system, you have to have the 16 and above. And so now, as we get further into AI, it becomes that, oh, your phone doesn't work, you don't have that? Oh, it's time for me to upgrade, right? And so that cycle is starting to work. Will it be long-lived? We will see. I think how they use the software will determine if it can have longevity. Right now, it's off to a great start, and we know the fourth quarter is when people start, hey, it's Christmas season. We know Apple banks on that fourth quarter, right? Just like most tech companies do. The release is great. Longevity will depend and be determined by the software that comes with that phone and that device. And services is doing well, too. Apple's stock is on the rise. Yes, it is. I think we got...
Be supporting me, be sponsoring me. There is nothing. He's just cooking all these whole stories all in his head. You get? He's obsessed because of money.
He has pretended all his life just to get his true love. She married a. What? I'm not that girl. What will you do? I'm going to break your. You cannot do anything like that. Wait. Listen. Just you can't keep your hand, Daniel. Okay, let me see. Open your hands. Open your hands. Daddy, I've seen for yourself. Jesus, I didn't know. Yeah. Every woman that will touch you, punish you, who says you are still going happy. You are still. I knew it. You know, if I was doing this rubbish with this your fake watch, everything about you bling bling fake. Get out. I said you get out. Just move. Okay, boy, I'm done to talk to you. Must talk. Don't you talk to me. You see everything I'm ready for you. You should go. Shameless thing. Are you not shameless? Robbie, look at you. Look at you. A boy like your mother that is sending you on an errand, and you foolishly came for me. And you failed it. Fool, it's yours. Ooh, I don't regret anything. I enjoy your money. Sorry about that. Thank you. Please. Will you be my girlfriend? Sir. No. Don't say no. I will call your phone. Man, guys, this man is sitting here when this dude came to attack him. Watch what he did. The man just went on die immediately and the dude couldn't get started. Oh my god. Man, guys, this man is sitting here when this dude came to attack him. Watch what he did. The man just went on die immediately and the dude couldn't get started. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry guys. I forgot that shit wasn't playing.
I'm grousing about it and many other topics in front of the whole world.
There is no Palestinian state under.
All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. We both stood. And then a teleprompter that didn't work. These are the two things I got from the United Nations, a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter. Many years ago, a very successful real estate developer in New York, known as Donald J. Trump, I bid on the renovation and rebuilding of this very United Nations complex. I remember it so well. I said at the time that I would do it for $500 million, rebuilding everything. Would be beautiful. I used to talk about, I'm going to give you marble floors. They're going to give you terrazzo. I'm going to give you the best of everything. You're going to have mahogany walls. They're going to give you plastic. But they decided to go in another direction. You walk on terrazzo. Do you notice that? And I'm really good at predicting things, you know. They actually said during the campaign, they had a hat, the best-selling hat. Trump was right about everything. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way, but it's true. I've been right about everything. And I'm telling you that if you don't get away from the green energy scam, your country is going to fail. It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. See, I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
That was just a sample of the hour of ramblings by our 79-year-old president today. Coming up next, Senator Mark Kelly joins me live on set. Don't go away.
Staying late again?
Yep, got prospect calls to summarize.
You really need to switch to Monday CRM. Your old CRM is holding you back.
My CRM is not old, it's vintage. You want to see my sales? Just a minute, it's loading.
Well, Monday CRM's AI features automatically summarize my calls, suggest next steps, updates the customer journey, and everything happens instantly.
In just a few seconds, you'll see my reports, and oh boy, are you going to feel stupid, because my CRM can create a report with up to 50,000 leads. So
how many do you actually have?
3.
Check this out. I just got a hot lead from the AI-generated emails I sent, and the AI sentiment analysis marked it positive. Now, I just click send contract, and another deal won.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Don't you work on commission?
Yep.
Today, Donald Trump addressed the UN General Assembly. His speech went on for almost an hour, nearly 4 times what he was allotted. And it was very familiar in many ways, just sort of like his free association riff stuff. It included a very shrewd audition for the Nobel Peace Prize.
I ended 7 wars, and in all cases, they were raging with countless thousands of people being killed. This includes Cambodia and Thailand, Kosovo and Serbia, the Congo and Rwanda, a vicious, violent war that was, Pakistan and India, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, and Armenia and Azerbaijan. Everyone says that I should get the Nobel Peace Prize for each one of these achievements. What I care about is not winning prizes, it's saving lives.
Senator Mark Kelly is a Democrat of Arizona. He serves on the Armed Services Committee. He's here in New York during this UN General Assembly week. He joins me on set. Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
I mean, at a certain point, you'll run out of adjectives to describe the rhetoric of the President of the United States, but your response to the speech today.
Well, he's adding more countries every day. Yes. Yeah, I think it's because, he said before the election that he was going to end the war in Ukraine and Gaza on day one. Unrealistic. And it seems like he's insecure about this, not being able to accomplish what he promised. I think folks have to just stop listening to him. I think that I feel really bad about having to say that. Or maybe we just give him a medal. Remember at the end of The Wizard of Oz?
He really wants one.
The end of The Wizard of Oz, the wizard gave the lion a medal. I think that's the point.
I think if you could do a Truman Show Nobel Peace Prize sort of thing for him, he would be extremely excited about it. But that point you made, I want to ask you about these two conflicts. One is today he came out seeming to sort of oscillate back towards Ukraine, and maybe they can get all their territory back and now open again to sanctions. Now, again, people talk this 180, but part of the thing with him is this inconstancy means you never know if that, whether that's going to last. Where do you see our role in that conflict right now?
Well, I think we still need to support our ally, Ukraine, help them. We used to give them. Now it's done through European nations, selling them the equipment they need to defend themselves. The war has changed dramatically. I sit on the Armed Services and the Intelligence Committee. In the beginning of that war was a lot of artillery, exchange of artillery fire. That's where some ground would be made or lost. That is now FPV, first-person drone warfare, which has really changed what ground combat looks like on, certainly in Europe. We have to continue to support them. It's also not realistic, what the president said today. I think he even said something about maybe Ukraine would gain some Russian territory.
Yes, he said maybe they'll get past their borders.
Talk about a 180. You're talking about a 180, and then let's go 100 yards down the field.
Hey, who has two thumbs and is the only elected official in the state of Iowa statewide that wants to legalize marijuana?
This war can end when it gets really uncomfortable for Putin, when he is affected financially. If we could stop the purchase of oil by China, India, Brazil, that adds up to a lot of revenue. There's legislation to do that. We could put more pressure on the Russians. It's interesting, I think the tariff rate on Russia right now is 10%.
Yeah.
Now we don't buy a lot.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
stuff there, but just as a symbolic, measure, we could raise the, tariff on Russia, demonstrate that we are serious about this. Ultimately, I think it's going to be financial pressure on Putin, on his government, so he can't continue to fund this war machine. Putin has established himself as a war criminal. I hope to one day see him in prison, somewhere. Every day he is killing more innocent women, children, old people intentionally. And I have a meeting tomorrow with President Zelensky. Hopefully we get some news from him about the meeting he had, with Donald Trump, and maybe we can move this thing in the right direction.
You mentioned the two wars he said he would end on day one, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, and Hamas and Gaza. The latter shows no signs of ending. There's including ex-hostages who are in New York this week advocating for some sort of diplomatic end. The Netanyahu government seems to be pretty clear they don't want that. No. And this will just go on. And then after that, maybe the voluntary exodus of 2 million Gazans after tens of thousands have been killed. European allies are saying they're going to recognize a Palestinian state as pressure. Should the U.S. do that as well?
I have been supportive and still support a two-state solution to this. You're right about President or Prime Minister Netanyahu. He is not taking the necessary steps to see this come to some kind of conclusion. He's actually been making it harder. I've met with him a number of times, starting out a week after October 7th, but then on at least one more occasion. And, you know, he says things in private. It's different than he says in public. It's not consistent with the actions he's taking. And because of that, you know, women and children are dying. Kids are starving. We have to do more to support the humanitarian crisis that's going on. Just an hour ago, I was with Cindy McCain here in New York talking about the challenges that she faced.
She's been very outspoken too.
It is incredibly hard. She has the last, not in this conversation, but a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to her and she says she has about 2 feeding stations. She needs 200. The prime minister says he's going to help her with that. They don't get the help they need to be able to feed more kids. But she's also dealing with fewer resources. Her budget is down 40%, partly due to the cuts in USAID. We used to send the World Food Program more money. When we cut it, other countries started pulling back.
Well, and there was never a vote on that, and then there was a vote in a rescission package.
Right.
Which brings me to this question about a shutdown. The president set up a meeting with Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer to talk about working out a government funding deal. He then canceled it and posted a screed that was sort of indistinguishable from like the UN's, like from all
typical.
Of them. Yeah. You know, a lot of people are looking at the Democrats and saying, like, how can you do a deal with this administration that's acting so lawlessly and so destructively towards the basic fabric of the republic, and also reserving the right to just not listen to what Congress tells them about appropriations?
It's a tough spot to be in. I've got to be perfectly honest with you about that. We could make a deal with him. He could renege on the deal. He could rescind more money. And this fight right now, this month, about this shutdown is over how much the American people are going to pay for their health care. That's all this is about. The president is saying no. We're trying to provide some help because their costs are going to skyrocket here this fall. If people get their health care on the Affordable Care Act exchange.
Let's see the comeback of Jimmy Fallon tonight.
We begin tonight with a victory of sorts for free speech, as late night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel returns to the airwaves in just a couple hours. Just days after Disney announced that he was suspended indefinitely, reports say Kimmel plans to address the controversy tonight in his opening monologue, his first public comments about the ordeal. Fellow late night host Stephen Colbert was celebrating Kimmel's return.
Wonderful news for my dear friend Jimmy and his amazing staff. Once more, I am the only martyr in late night. Wait, unless CBS, you want to announce anything? Still no? Right, because the money thing, I forgot. Yeah, the money thing. Right?
Colbert, also a frequent Trump critic, poking fun at his own demise. His show is in its final season. But this free speech crisis is far from over, as Trump allies and MAGA fans are furious for Jimmy Kimmel's return. The LA Times noting, quote, Disney wanted to be done with politics, but politics wasn't done with Disney. It never is. The backlash now coming from the right as Trump rages against anyone who criticizes him.
All they do is interrupt. They're licensed. They're not allowed to do that. 97% of the stories are bad about a person. That's no longer free speech. They'll take a great story and they'll make it bad. See, I think that's really illegal.
Yeah, fact check, that's false. The ability to critique the government and the president is a constitutional guarantee. That's why it's the First Amendment. But the Constitution doesn't stop private companies from stepping in. Nexstar and Sinclair, who own dozens of ABC stations nationwide, have announced they will continue to preempt Kimmel, effectively blocking 1 in 5 Americans from hearing what he has to say when he returns tonight. This kind of corporate media consolidation can pose a risk, as companies seeking to curry favor with Trump can effectively censor what millions of Americans get to see and hear. The move to consolidate more apparent considering this. A host of MAGA-friendly billionaires already control various social media, cable, and broadcast news sources, and they're attempting to acquire more as they vie for administration approval to swallow up additional outlets. Joining me now to discuss is David Litt, former speechwriter for President Obama and author of It's Only Drowning, the true story of learning to surf in the search for common ground, and Tara Setmeyer, co-founder and CEO of the Seneca Project and author of Uncompromised on Substack. David, I'll start with you because the subtitle of your book is Attempting to Find Common Ground. That is a laudable goal. Most of us would like to seek common ground. But it seems like what we're seeing right now from this administration is shutting down any voices of opposition.
All right, guys. So that's it for tonight, guys. Let me know what you think. This is Bourgeois Daily. Until next time, guys. Deuces.